The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Yeah, Justin.
Let's do it. Pardon me.
Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. Aw, that is so pretty.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Konetsu is very intrigued.
Yes.
I do not believe you have given us your name yet.
My name is...
No, come on.
Oh.
Mm.
Wake up. Get up, Mel.
What? Huh? It's morning?
You disappoint me, my dearest Mel. It's very much long since morning.
Did you sleep in that dress, Nellie?
I didn't see you at breakfast, so I came to find out what was the matter.
I've really been asleep that long?
And father is too lenient on you, dearest Mel. Oversleeping is hardly proper for a firstborn son.
I know. But before that...
Yes, dearest Mel?
What are you doing in here? You can't just go prancing into a boy's bedchamber. Leave that to the servants.
I did send one for you. You're the one who refused to wake up. Besides, it's not like we're strangers. We used to sleep together all the time.
That was long ago. Things are different now.
Oh, you're overthinking it, silly. Now hurry up, out of bed, sleepyhead.
Alright, I'm getting up. So you can see yourself out.
Oh my, you look awful, dearest Mel. For someone who overslept, you look like you didn't get a wink last night.
You think so?
Ah, Tori. You didn't go out on the town last night, did you? Naughty, naughty boy.
I would never. You know that.
You squeaked. I don't think I believe you.
I didn't go out last night or anything. I'm tired because you had me playing cards until late, Nellie.
Hey, we weren't playing for that long. Besides, look at me. I got up just fine.
Anyway, shoo. I can't get dressed with you in here.
Fine, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot, dearest Mel.
What now?
Come on, no need to be mean. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised at the news.
Oh?
At breakfast, which you missed, father told us.
Told you what?
Do I really need to say? It sounds like you want me out of your room, dearest Mel. Aw.
Please, Nellie.
We got a new maid today, from a house we have ties to, supposedly.
Oh.
I've never seen anyone like her before. For supposedly coming from a good family, she isn't very graceful, and I've never seen her at social gatherings. But that's not the surprising part.
Does that maid
She's peculiar. Has a very unusual appearance, that one.
have white hair?
Well, how did you know that, dearest Mel?
Thanks, Nelly.
Hey, get back here! Oh, for goodness sake, what's gotten into him? Bah!
At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the house all had Abigails, so there were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from the daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own. And the white-haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When he heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer.
Oh, I didn't really think this through, did I? I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably Mother's maid. White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But
Deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly here to be a servant. And can you blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess, hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more, to ascertain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. And he wanted to have an actual conversation with her.
I don't want to run into Mother. That would be awkward.
He was heading towards his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back, and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her, the same girl, the same white hair.
Oh, she's pretty. Ah,
She appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansion's Abigails. There was no longer any filth to obscure her beauty. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Yeah, Justin.
let's do it. Pardon me.
Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. Aw, that is so pretty.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Konetsu is very intrigued. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze and for a brief moment merely blinked at him in silence.
Lord Mel, yes? Your father informed me of you.
Did he? I guess I don't need to introduce myself then.
I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell, and she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moments. She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all.
Everyone here truly has the most beautiful color of hair.
Excuse me.
Did you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know if you would like.
No, I was looking for you.
For me?
Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. Or downwards. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word, it resembled panic. On his way to find her, Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he generally had little trouble speaking with others. He had less experience interacting with women, this was true, but the time he spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then.
Yes, for you. And I did possess this boy. What the fuck is going on?
Chat is rioting.
Why would you be looking for me, Lord Mel?
I was wondering how you were doing.
Pardon? I'm quite fine.
Good. That's great. Yeah. You fool, Mel. What are you even saying?
Leave the boy alone.
You have more important things to ask, like where she came from. Or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. Yes, say it. Do it! But I don't want to trouble her too much.
Lord Mel?
Yes?
Sorry, you just suddenly fell quiet. Was I, in your way?
In my way? No, not at all. What are you up to?
Compliment her, you coward!
I'm cleaning?
Well, yeah, I didn't even need to ask. Ah, you're cleaning.
He just keeps shifting his eyes around.
Oh, you can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the noble's daughters we took in, right? Then why is mother making...
No, I'm doing this because I want to. The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could not simply be idle.
But...
I enjoy cleaning.
Aw, look, she's smiling. Her eyes are crinkling a little.
she's cute. Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday...
This mansion is truly a thing of beauty.
Oh, her hand is pretty small.
Yuri hands.
All the many roses in the garden. Even the furnishing has had a great deal of thought put into it. I think someone by the name of Marianne McCulloch worked on this place. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic.
Oh. Yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject on me?
I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house.
Mother and father actually had nothing to do with that. Not even the garden.
No, she stays right there.
That's all been around since my grandfather's time. This mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it.
Oh, was it?
Bye, Justin.
Oh, bye, Justin. Hope you have a good night. Enjoy your meal.
Yeah. Frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the walls were broken.
The greatest plot twist of all time.
I can hardly imagine. This is a marvelous, impressive house.
I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent.
Huh?
I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house.
Oh boy, this isn't gonna end well.
Oh no!
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
I mean, when you first arrived... no, never mind, forget it.
This boy.
You lame-o. She'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid. She hasn't yet, has she?
I mean, you're giving quite a number of clues there, buddy.
Yes?
It's nothing. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable.
Oh?
The truth is, it being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house. They say... that all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune.
Dun dun dun!
Gosh, you really are on this curse kick, Shades. I can't imagine why.
Do you believe it?
I...
I'm just kidding, it's not actually true.
She looks so traumatized.
It's all rumors and hearsay embellished to make the tale more exciting.
Gonna can see myself peeking a little bit, so I'm gonna lower my mic.
The rumors only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away, even though you just appeared in this mansion today?
No, how did he?
Inside a lovely lady, huh?
Oh.
That,
Oh dear. Is that
What?
Welp.
Believe it or not, that was how he died. Together with a young, beautiful woman.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go out one way, that's probably one of the better ways to go.
I guess. His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say. So did she just kind of like a rather crude way to go? Did she just kind of like hang out while he was dead and
she was probably grateful, I'm gonna guess.
But he was hardly misfortunate.
what'd I tell you? Ah,
She killed him for being bad. She was a succubus. She sucked the life out of him.
Yes?
just so you know, I promise I didn't inherit my grandfather's prosperity for such base behavior. I am pure of body and spirit, dedicated wholly to studies, so...
Oh.
Look at her face!
He's like, sure you are, buddy.
Hey, she laughed.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself.
0-10.
That dress you're wearing, it was found here after my grandfather bought it. You're wearing my dead grandfather's dress. The grandfather who died inside of a woman.
Was he wearing the dress when he died? Making love?
I mean,
Probably.
you don't see that kind of design around these parts, so I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old-fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eyes. When he announced his plans to buy the entire family opposed his decision, but he refused to budge. Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion new life, but all of his work. He was most fond of the roses in the garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. It took incredibly long to complete. There were even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land, but grandfather refused to give in.
He truly loved roses.
Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing every time someone calls this house Rose Manor.
Perhaps the roses were meant for someone.
What?
I'm simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all.
Indeed they do. If you like roses as much as Nellie, then you're welcome to go see them for yourself. Pick as many as you'd like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. Don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work.
No, I'm, sensitive to sunlight.
Oh, that's unusual. Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I had no idea. That sounds rough. And your skin is so pretty, too.
You don't seem terribly surprised.
Well, oh no, I'm very much surprised. Whoa! Or would you have preferred a more dramatic response?
No, I expected you to find it disturbing and maybe scream at my face that I'm a vampire. Shades! I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. And that makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature.
Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in the world as sweet as you. Ah!
Yes?
Are the other maids teasing you, perhaps? That black-haired one especially. She's, how should I put it, a little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right, she's one of Mother's maids too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried.
No, we gotta support him, guys. Type S to support Mel. Silence.
Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth Hellspawn. I can imagine her saying that. Oh, and again.
I'm very sorry.
No need to apologize. In fact, I wish you'd laugh more.
She's actually very kind to me, and everything she does with incredible precision and efficiency. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here in the mansion?
Actually, she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy.
I have never once considered her as such.
Sorry, you're right. It's bad manners to speak ill of others. Either way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes, or like her smiles are all faked. That doesn't make her any less pretty, though. Ah, the conversation died. I have to think of...
Oh, here it comes. Aw, Ender, you little piece of... I wonder what that snowflake is for. Let's wait till it fills up. Ah. Interesting. Nice music. I am digging the music already. Timelight. Damage adjustment counters will... What? That went too fast.